You are.
We live.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Live It Out Inc. Thursday night segment. And this month, as you know, for the month of March, although it's Women's Month and women have been being acknowledged and celebrated all month, Live It Out Inc. has been targeting men and mental health. So for the entire month of March, we have dedicated this segment to men and mental health, how men deal with mental health and depression and anxiety. And it has been a phenomenal show every week. We were introduced to some amazing brothers that's doing their thing. We had one authors, life coaches, therapists, from different aspects of life who have shared their story, who have shared their knowledge, who have shared their experiences with mental health and wellness. So to top the show off, we want some feedback from you guys. But before we get started, before we do anything, we have to do our own mental health check-in. So make sure you are asking yourself those 5 prominent questions. How am I feeling today, mentally and physically? Check in with yourself. How are you feeling today? And please click like, click share. Remember, you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Instagram. So, how am I feeling today? If you're on already, just type in if you're feeling good, fantastic, wonderful, I'm okay, not so hot. Today was a rough day. Oh, I'm just ready to Calgon take me away day. I'm ready to wash the day off and listen to me some jazz music and soak in me a hot tub or have me a glass of wine. Just share with us how your day is, and then remember what was taking up most of your headspace today. What was on your mind so mind-boggling today that it had you just thrilled? Mr. Sharp. What's up? I'm so glad you joined us. Mr. Quentin, they've been asking about you. We're going to have Mr. Quentin back on, guys, very soon. Adrian, good. Jessica, I see you. I'm ready for the weekend, too. So remember to ask your question. What was taking up your headspace all day today? What you been thinking about that's been pressing? Don't let it get the best of you. What's the other question? Oh, okay. The next question is, when did I last eat a whole meal?
Today you had Popeyes.
Be quiet, Doug.
I don't think that counts as a whole meal.
Be quiet,
It's
Doug.
really
I
like
was going to share my
Popeyes.
Popeye. I didn't ask you to ask. Yes, I had Popeyes. Yes, I did. So anyway,
who get full eating Popeyes?
When did you last eat a whole meal? Your vegetable, your fruit, your bread, your whole grains and wheat, your meat, your protein, your poultry, your dairy. And a lot of people are now lactose intolerant. Not sure, what y'all got going on because we've been drinking milk our whole lives. But understand that your water intake and all of that. So your next question, am I tired? Just ask yourself, am I tired today? Yeah, you tired?
Yeah, I took a nap right before this.
Oh, okay. So if you tired, it's okay to be tired. Handle that. Get you some space. Get you some rest. And what did I engage in today that brought me joy? What did you do today that made you happy? Think about, did you do anything today for you? Not for somebody else, not for the kids, not for the hubby, not for the boo, not for the people on the job, your supervisor, but for you. What did you engage in today to make you happy? So let's think about all of that. Do our mental health check-in. We're on this wellness journey. And after we sum up this men and mental health, we're going to get right back into our mental wellness plan. So ladies, think about, I got some lip gloss, y'all. I can't because it's irritating me.
My lip gloss be popping.
And then then nobody even put in the feed that the lip gloss was in the corner of my lips. Y'all didn't do me right that time, but that's okay. So anyway, ladies, a mindfulness workshop. Wow. Okay. Never heard of that, but it sounds amazing. Hushed up. So anyway,
I'm laughing at Adrian.
Think about the shows that we did, the past couple of shows that we done. Like I said, they were all amazing to me. I enjoyed all of them. I got to meet some real cool brothers that were doing some wonderful things in the community and around. So I'm so glad we did this segment. X, get in the feed and tell me, what did you most like about what we heard, learning about how to deal with men and mental health and their anxiety and their depression and them suffering in silence. What was your favorite part of the show throughout this whole month if you've been with us? Fussing with the pre-K teachers about that flipping mat. See, now you won't get it no more because you said something on you done took it to a whole nother level. So, and I have my co-host with me tonight. If you guys don't know, let me introduce some, present to others. I'll present to others and introduce to some. Here we go. This is Duck. This is Christina. She is the founder of Live It Out Inc. And she's joining us tonight. Yes, every other Thursday for 45 minutes. Good, Miss Carol. I would love to know about the mindfulness workshop. Okay, Christina, what we got going on tonight, love?
So tonight, this is so impromptu because, of course, we didn't plan. We had a guest. He was a no call, no show.
Yeah, he punked out,
which is fine. We ain't gonna say he punked out. Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. But I'm going to interview the host tonight. Yes, I loved it too. She loved the vulnerability and the consciousness of the men's health. Yes.
Look at that vocabulary. You better go, Jessica.
Girl.
You better go. We got some smart sisters.
Oh yeah. All right, so tonight I'll just be interviewing Miss Janice. We won't be on here long at all because we just won't. All right, so here we go. So this past month, we really looked into the soul of men. I know it was some shockers for me. Just with the variety of men that we had on, we had the group of millennials. We had kind of like what are y'all age group considered?
What you mean,
like the 45 and 50-year-olds?
I don't know.
We
the
had
players, the real ones.
We had that age group on. We had some professionals on. But they were all of them got their head on straight. Like you can tell they probably had been through some stuff before and they just in a place where they kind of settled now where they was able to give us a lot of information that we needed. So as you was interviewing them, did you learn anything about men in the way that they think that you didn't know before?
You talking to me?
I'm interviewing you.
Oh, okay.
That question was for you.
I learned a lot. I really learned a lot about men. Just like even how to deal with men on different levels. How to understand how to approach a man when he's in that not okay moment. How to look for the signs when he's not, to know that your mate or your husband, your significant other is not okay, and how to provide that safe space that they was talking about, where when he does open up, that he won't feel judged or he won't think that you're going to attack his ego. So that was those were a couple of things that I learned. I learned that black men carry so much baggage emotionally because they suffer in silence and because they have the big boys don't cry, men don't cry, don't express themselves thing going on. They carry so much on the inside, and we really don't know. If we're not in tune, we really don't know how to handle that. And we end up attacking. A lot of times we end up attacking them. And that's the debate that we got into about when we were saying that the black woman always talking down on the black man. That was a very, very good discussion we had that night. So we have to learn how to provide that safe space for the men to open up and to be supportive of them. Even though we might not like what they say, their truth might be ugly and this might be something that we weren't ready for. But if you love him, if you in it for the long haul, then the conversation is worth having, and look at, get some mental help or talking to a therapist and stuff like that. So it was amazing. I want to talk some more.
Do you in your past relationship, do you ever have you ever been that woman, like you were just explaining, been that woman in the relationship that was kind of just been doing too much?
No.
Like,
I have been the one that has. Now, I will admit, oh my God, y'all always making me open my life up on this. Live it out.
It's gonna help somebody. It's gonna help somebody.
I have been the one that has been. I have been an enabler. You know, taking ride or die to another level. And when I say ride or die, I'm not talking about robbing no banks, holding no drugs, doing no drive-bys and guns and all of that. I'm not talking about that. No, I'm not that chick. But I will stick in there with you through thick and thin. I've helped fill out job applications, apartment applications. I've taken people on interviews. I've dated somebody where I literally got the job for him. All he had to do was just show up, and he had did that. But still, I'm always the one that's doing too much when it comes to not letting a man be a man. Put it like that. Instead of letting him fall, I won't let him fall. So I am guilty of that. But I've never talked down on any man. I love the black man. And the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. So the blacker you are, I just think you're just a little handsomest little thing on earth with your little black self.
Do you feel like you wasted your time in some of the relationships?
Ladies, oh my goodness. And this just coming from learned experience. Don't waste your time. Do not. I've wasted so many years waiting on somebody to come to my level. If he's okay with being down here, I wish I could see my hands. If I'm here and he's right here and I'm steady trying to pull him up, like, okay, I know he can do it. I know you can do this. I see it in you. But I'm killing myself. I'm exhausting myself. He's sucking all the energy out of me because he's not mentally ready to be where I am. And that's okay if he's not ready. You just have to go on and do you. You can't just hold yourself and waste that time waiting on that man to get to a certain point. And he ain't showing no progress. He's not making no progress. You're really wasting your time. So if people gonna if he okay with being down here and at McDonald's and I'm trying to be up here at Ruth Chris, what's another nice restaurant? But I ain't going because I don't think you should pay that much for food. Falling for the potential you see, yes, that's me, Chaz. That's me. I see the potential and I'm like, okay, I see. They don't see what I see. Who they don't see what I see. I see it in you. But he has to see it in himself. He has to see it in himself and it has to manifest and it has to show some signs and you shouldn't be in the same situation 6 months later. You still shouldn't be having the same conversation with him. It's only so much motivating and inspiring.
I seen you nurture a lot of people. I seen you do that. And I'm like,
what you mean a lot, though?
About 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, or I say 9 out of 10 of your relationships.
I should know I've been in 10 relationships.
I'm just like 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, like whatever. I'm just, it's a generalization.
Say that.
5 out of 5 of your relationships, I've seen you just. I'm like
over nurturer.
Yeah, I'm like you going above and beyond. I said you probably can't even call them if you really needed them to do something. But I guess some you can. But you go all in, and your daughter like that too, Puff like that too.
But that's something else. We ain't gonna talk about that's something else.
Y'all invest 1,000%.
Yeah,
when they not when they not sometimes giving.
And I wish JT was on here because he was saying like the man that's struggling trying to open his business, but that man is trying. Mm-hmm. So he's on his own. So if he's standing on his own, he's trying to stand on his own, and you see the potential in him, and all he needs is just a little nudge from you. But if you just gotta hold his hand and burp him in the back and all that other stuff, it's just too much. What's up, Quan?
What's up, the Quan?
That's just too much. Safe travels, the Quan about to go out of town.
Let me tell you.
She know. But go ahead, though.
No, I'm saying the public.
No.
So let's see. Going into when I said we about to do a mental health check in with men. What was your initial thought when I said we about to talk to men about mental health? Because at first, we hadn't been able to find a lot of men to do it at first.
Here's the thing. I talk to men all the time about really mental health. Men will, if they got that friend that they can confide in, then they will open up. So I've been talking to men about mental health for a minute, but to get them to do it on camera, it was a struggle. I was like, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. I only knew maybe the only person I knew that was gonna come through was Clement. He the only one that I was for sure. I knew because he's very outspoken. Clement is just, he's just that dude. He's so cool. And I didn't know the rest of them personally. So my initial response was they not. Either they're gonna do it and not be real, or they're not gonna do it. But they surprised me. Y'all, men, you guys really surprised me. I am so overwhelmed with joy and pride for the men that participated in this mental health month.
All right,
shout out.
Yeah. So let's talk about a little bit about the soul of the Black man. Just some of the men that we talked with this past month, and just the men that, because I think a lot of people initially wanted us to get men on here that was kind of broke down or just like really struggling in a lot of areas. But I'm like, I don't really know a lot of men like that.
I know a whole bunch of them.
But I don't. And that's the difference. I think that's why I asked you when you went in, what was your mindset? What were you thinking that you was going to get?
Well, I asked one guy to be on the show, and you was standing right there. He was like, "Nope, I'm not about to get on there and help y'all just talk about us. Nope, nope." So he had the wrong. I don't think he really know what we were trying to do. Mm-hmm. So his perception of it was that we were going to tear down the Black man, but that was so not what we were doing. We're trying to be a resource for the Black man and the younger Black man. Daquan, what was your favorite part about the since I see another young man on here, and I really wanted him to be on it. I didn't think about it until afterward, but I really wish Daquan could have been on it because he does have a degree in psychology, so his input would have been very influential.
I wish I would have known that.
Yes. So that was my fear. Was like they're not going to open up. I didn't think they were going to open up on camera, but they did.
I was surprised too to see how transparent they were, how open they were. The ones that I knew, the ones that I knew personally, I knew that they would. But some of the others, I didn't expect that. So I was shocked. I was just happy to see them in a different light and see like, oh, all the street guys. You got some professional, educated preachers, authors. It was amazing.
And they always saying that it's not a platform for Black men to build up other Black men. They were really surprised or they really applauded us for having this platform for Black men or for men, because they were saying it's not a lot out there for African American men to celebrate each other the way we do. Like we'll be like, Queen, you did that. Or we'll support our sister where we should. If you're not, you should. We'll support our sister. We'll openly say, oh, that is awesome. Or you doing a good job. Or you look beautiful. Or, your hair is this. And I love the way you run your business. Or I read your book. Or, I'm going to buy a shirt from her. I'm going to buy a pie from her. And I'm going to do this and that. We'll support each other openly. Real good. But Black men, it's not a lot of that done openly. So it was different to hear them say that it's not a lot of platforms for them to celebrate each other.
And that was good to hear so many of them was for therapy.
Oh, definitely.
Because a lot of men, they're not for it. Or
well, you remember
shun back.
Montavious was like he wasn't finna go talk to nobody. So it was one on
but
there
he was kind of persuaded towards the end.
Towards the end, he was giving it some thought, but he was like, "No, I ain't finna pay you to talk to me." But it did shed a different light on being able to go talk to somebody. But what I didn't get to ask them what was the difference between a life coach and a therapist.
A life coach don't have to be certified in psychology or the mind or the or the mental. A life coach kind of deal with your life experiences. They don't dig into your mind and dig into like the depths of you like that. They kind of coach you through certain things, coach you through life. They don't really get to the nitty gritty of the beginning of where it all started. They tap into your mind. And that's why they got different psychologists, therapy. It's so many different tiers to the mind. A life coach really don't dive into that. They dive into your life at that moment.
Gotcha.
You going through a situation, I need some help. Let me go to a life coach to coach me through this. Not therapist is totally different.
Thank you for clearing it up, though.
Okay.
Go ahead. Your next question.
What did Quan say? Yes. Yes.
He said, oftentimes we're overlooked with our mental health and feelings, and I love y'all for bringing it to the forefront. Yes, another Black brother speaking. Oh.
All right, so that was Men in Therapy. So what did you? So we talked about them speaking up. One of our titles was "We Got Something to Say." That was for our millennials. So I think people wanted us. What you doing that face for?
Millennials are just special. I love you guys.
I love my millennials. The Gen Zs, I think you get us confused with the Gen Zs.
Well, the one thing that I did agree about that was a big part of the conversation was that how social media can be mental illness, especially for the millennials, because they look for so much validation from the likes they get on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever.
And I don't even think that's just millennials. I think that's just people, period. That's not even geared towards just millennials. I know a lot of adults that say, oh, I need to take a break from social media. I mean, why? That's what I mean, because they're also looking for that validation too, or they also, nobody's paying attention to me. Let me log off.
Oh.
That's one of them. That's not the only reason, but I don't think they're just geared towards millennials. That's just people in general. They got a lot of people on their page going through some stuff. I know 2020, it was a lot of deaths. A lot of people didn't want to see that every day, so they locked off social media. But a lot of times when people don't feed into what they got going on, what they have going on, then they're not getting that attention. Then they log off, or they need a stress relief from social media, so they delete it all. I'm like, you don't have to delete it all. You just, take a break or just don't log on that day.
Well, yeah, social media does play a big part in a lot of people's emotional and mental health. So that was it for that with the millennial. Hi, T. So do you guys, I can't see what's going on in the feed.
That's it right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So what are some other things that you guys would like to hear us discuss, or would you like to bring to the forefront about mental health? One thing that I'm working on, and maybe you guys can be a resource for me, I want to do transgenders, whether they here or can join us via somewhere else. I want to do transgender and mental health. I was watching Taraji, whatever.
No, you have to get people's name right.
Okay, well, she ain't here to tell me that's not her name.
But I'm
Miss Jackson, if you next, I'll take that.
I'm correcting.
But anyway,
please just get people's name right.
Christian, whatever. Anyway, not Christina.
My name is Christina, and I will correct you every time. Call me Duck or Christina.
But anyway, I would love to get to have a segment with transgenders and their mental health. So if you guys know anybody in the LGBTQ community, please link us up. Link us up. Great idea. Thank you, Tanya. Great idea. So, Duck, was that it?
That's all the questions I have.
Really?
Next month we'll be discussing stress, Alzheimer's and dementia. If you know somebody that would like to be on the show, have them email us at liveitoutinc@gmail.com.
Or if you had to take care of somebody with dementia, am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you've had to take care of somebody like that, I know that can be very stressful. And it can be very heartbreaking to see your person change in front of your eye. in front of your eyes, for them to go not knowing where they are or how to dress themselves, or you're afraid if they get out the house they're going to get lost and never come back. So that's just got to be stress within itself. But that's something we really want to tackle again.
And what are some of y'all stress triggers? What stress y'all out? So that can help me kind of build the shows throughout the month. What stress you out?
I got to see it on here.
Yeah.
My
job. Okay.
The fact that I mean, I'm at a point now where I don't want to work all day. I don't want to work all day. I'm not stressed to the point that I hate it. I'm not, I'm okay. I'm okay. But I know that life for me in itself is changing. Life for me is changing. Definitely changing. And I just know it's other things that I want to do. And to just put the plan together, like, I don't know. Have y'all ever had anything like, it's so much going on in my head. It's so much going on in my head that I need to get out. I need to get it out. You had to say that. See, that's why I didn't want to say that. That's why I didn't want to say that. But a lot of transition is taking place in our job, so it is a little stressful. But for me, it's just so much I want to do. It's so much I want to see. It's so much I want to say, and I need to be doing something else. I just feel like I'm destined to be doing something else. Not so much it's got to be greater or on this platform that's so phenomenal, but I just know it's something else in me, and it's trying to birth out.
The course that I can name some names though. But this is good, y'all. Being constant and no growth, that stresses me out.
Not being able to achieve my goals that I've set for myself.
That's a big one. Yeah. That's one of the ones that kind of knocked me out when I was a little younger.
And face it, we're getting older. We're getting old where I am. Put my job description did not. I know, Jessica. I feel you, love. I feel you.
Respect my hustle.
Respect my hustle. Put some respect on my name. That's right.
But I think now, for me, it's more so about alignment and keeping my former coworkers in prayer about. Thank you. That's your former coworker?
Yes, Miss Carol, continue to pray for us.
It's more so about alignment with purpose and calling. More so about stress. What you was just saying?
I was saying that not doing what I want to, really what I feel like I want to do. Like I said, I'm getting old. I want to change. It's something that I want to do. Like, one of my biggest goals is to write this book. And if you know me, you know that I want to write a book. If you know me, I've shared with you what I wanted to put in my book. So with that being said, me not being able to just get all the way to dive all the way into it, I'm trying to figure out what is stopping me. And I'm answering my own self right now as I talk. I'm stopping myself because nothing to it but to just buckle down and do it. But I feel like I just need, I don't know, I need some space, a certain space, or sometime PTSD.
We did a show on PTSD.
We did. We really did one on PTSD. But if we can get some more people to come forward, and if you can, Jessica, go back and watch that one, because the guy that did that, he was phenomenal.
It's actually one of our highest viewed.
It was
episodes. It's already written. You just need.
Thank you, Sam. See, that's what I'm saying. We all need somebody to pour into us. So when we motivated, just like I was saying, like Black women, y'all always motivate me. Yeah, Corey, you gotta see. Yes, y'all gonna make me go write this book. I'm gonna get done. And when I get, it's going to be awesome. Yes, it is. So when I do get my award, what kind of book you get? What kind of award you get for writing a book? Some kind of writing award or whatever that is.
The completion award.
Don't do that. It's a Grammy or something.
You don't get, well.
Not a Grammy, but you know what I'm talking about.
Ooh. Don't do it for the award.
And I'm not doing it for the award. I'm just thinking ahead. I don't even want to get no award. I want to tell my story because I know it'll bless some people. I know it'll put a lot of women up on some game. And I just know it'll, Thank y'all for motivating me. I just got motivated some more tonight. Thank you guys so much for motivating me on tonight.
I mean, I've been telling you to do the book. Ain't nobody stopping you but you. You need to set deadlines.
I think is what it is. I got my outline. I do have my outline. Duh.
Thank you. She said producer.
Wait, for the movie?
Anything? What you talking about?
For the producer for the movie or my book when it goes into a movie? Oh, okay.
That didn't go. That what you just did not go with you supporting Black women. The way you just looked at me like I was unworthy of this comment. But no, you need to set yourself some deadlines. Get the book done.
Thank you, Jessica. The Pulitzer Prize. That's it. Yes, that's it. I'm motivated. Thank y'all so much.
So give the people a timeline.
For what?
Of your book release.
8 weeks. I'm gonna be done with this book in 8 weeks. I told y'all that. If you know me, I told you 8 weeks, 8 chapters, 8 weeks. I'm done.
When the first week starts?
It's supposed to be this week.
Thank you.
Shut the eyes up. So you talking about me or Doug T?
She's talking about producing. You're not producing anything. It's nothing.
Okay.
I never seen a mother so jealous of her daughter. Like, come on.
Okay, Doug. She shot your rhymes down. I just thought you were talking to me.
Signing party gonna be lit. Yes, Janine. You ready?
I'm ready.
So I'm gonna hold you to that 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Because she's been supposed to walk my dog now for 4 weeks.
We're not talking about my health, my weight loss journey. Talking about my mental health journey. In my book.
8 weeks.
8 weeks, so yes.
8 weeks to write it or 8 weeks to get it published and released?
8 weeks to write it because each chapter got to have a week. So 8 weeks to write it. And then by the time I get on week 6, I start looking for publishers. Like that 8 weeks. Y'all hold me to them 8 weeks. I'm going to
do a countdown on our Instagram, on our Facebook page. Week 1. Well, you at week 2 now.
I'm at week 1.
So this is going to be week 1.
Yeah.
Week 1, Janice book release.
We don't live it out, Inc. We don't live it out mental health.
This you living out your dreams.
I am. I'm on this journey, y'all. Y'all get ready because we still got to get back on. The point nobody asked you.
Right before the end of May.
I nobody asked you to put the date up there.
Of May. So, yes, readers are leaders too. So we're gonna count down from week 8, then week 7, week 6 to Janice's book release. Praise God.
I'm gonna do it. Power book. That's my guy.
Yep, that's every Friday.
This welcome all feed tonight. All my co-workers.
Welcome all, stay lit in our chat. I love y'all. It wouldn't be no living out chat without welcome all. And the random people that may come on when it's a special guest, but y'all hold it down. I really appreciate all the love. All the love. But that's all I have tonight. Any more questions you want to give? Any more questions y'all have for us? If there's no questions.
I can't wait to the next one. Like again, I'm looking for we're doing the dementia and we're looking for transgenders in the LGBTQ community.
But that's for another month. That's
for another month, not for next month, but yeah. So if I get the people ahead of time, I can just, plan ahead.
All right. So any motivational words for the people before we log off?
Well, all I can say is continue to live your best life. Do you know that some days, Not every day is not gonna be a good day, and it's okay if it's not okay for you today. Just know that long as God gives you the strength, you can wake up, you can make a change. And put God first. Trust in God. I have to go to church on y'all with that one. Y'all know that one. Put God first in everything that you do. And you can't lose. You can't lose because you are all winners. And take care of your mental health. Take care of your mind. Ladies, that's something. This is new to me. Really. Like, so y'all, the reason why I'm so passionate about it, because it's a journey for me, like for real. To actually take care of my mental and emotional health. I never thought about it. I've never done it. I never cry. I mean, I could go to funerals and not shed a tear or nothing. I could deal with anything, take it with a grain of salt. I'm the strongest person I know. So to just really be on this mental health journey and to know that, hey, it's okay for you to not be strong today.
I'm working on your vulnerability.
I'm really not good at being
You're
vulnerable.
not. That's why that's why we're working on that.
I'm really not good at being vulnerable. I don't know why.
Compassion.
I have compassion for animals and kids.
People in general.
Animals and kids.
But we need to be compassionate with people.
Animals and kids.
And people, period.
Kids are people too.
And adults that may need us.
Animals and kids.
My motivation for you, as I was trying to explain earlier, when we're trying to balance life, balancing life is like a recipe for frustration. Because every time you think you got everything aligned up, something going up, something going down, your schedule may change, things may change. It's hard to balance things. Try to instead of balance, try to be more aligned with your purpose and your calling. Be aligned with what your goals are, aligned with your purpose for life is. So that's my motivation for y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. All 8 of you. I appreciate it.
Y'all want stuff from the gas station?
Yes, she is hard. She's been like that her whole life, Miss Tanya. We could be in the hospital, like, she's like, you need to get up. Anybody got time for that? I'm like, can I have a hug or something? Like, Jesus. So yeah, she is hard as a shell, but underneath her heart is, it always shines through. She do have a big heart, but I'm working on her being more compassion with people. And that's it. Natasha Roberts, hey girl.
Y'all people y'all little 8 people, 9 people that, I stop by racetrack. Y'all let me know. I sure appreciate y'all.
They good. All right, y'all have a good night. Throw your L's in the chat.
Live it out. 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 Hey.
All right, bye y'all.
Hey.